I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. Today's a very sad day that will make a mark on history. A war has begun between Spain and the U.S. over control of Cuba. As you may know, 3 years ago, Cuban patriots mounted a major guerrilla war against Spain. Spain responded by rounding up Cuban civilians into concentration camps, where as many as 200,000 died of starvation, exposure, or dysentery. Spain's conservative regime fell, and a liberal government, taking office in October 1897, offered Cuba limited self-rule. But Spanish loyalists in Havana rioted against this proposal, while Cuban rebels held out for full independence.
Here in the U.S., yellow journalists such as William Randolph Hearst turned their predicament into a cause célèbre that led to a surge in nationalism from Americans. The war has been disrupting trade and damaged American-owned sugar plantations on the island. Congress called for Cuban independence. In February of this year, Hearst's New York Journal published a private letter in which a Spanish minister to the United States belittled McKinley. The minister, Dupuy de Lome, resigned, but exposure of the de Lome letter has intensified Americans' indignation towards Spain.
A week after the letter was published, the U.S. battlecruiser Maine exploded and sunk in the Havana harbor, killing 260 men. Remember the Maine has become a national chant to honor the men lost. After the sinking of the USS Maine and the increase in nationalism and commercialism, the United States declared war on Spain. Now we have Kaylee interviewing Cuban citizens about their thoughts on the war.
Hello, ma'am. Do you know about the Spanish-American War?
Is that why my house got blown up?
Oh, well, actually, you're right. The United States actually just decided to get involved after the Spanish decided to attack innocent civilians like yourself.
All I gotta say is, thank God someone's doing something.
How has the war affected you and your daily life?
My boss and my job at the farm are gone. My boyfriend, he's dead. He was one of those rough riders from America that Roosevelt led. He was sent here to Cuba to fight the Spanish in the battle at San Juan Hill. Even though the Spanish surrendered on July 17th, 1898, my boyfriend was shot and killed a little before. Oh, shoot. That's all I have left to remember him by. This is him right here. Got no clue where my family is. You may not be able to tell by looking at me, but I used to be a productive member of society. But with all the stress from the war, I've turned to crack to cope with my troubles. But it appears my dealer is dead and my supplies dwindling. You got any?
Okay, let's cut to a commercial break.
Are you tired from the war? Are you a reformer supporting the Temperance Act? Do you miss alcohol? Then you need to try Pepsi. This alcohol-free drink will solve all of your problems. Get the buzz without the booze. Come get your Pepsi at your local retail store today. Restrictions apply.
Now let's discuss the New Plot Amendment. This treaty between the U.S. and Cuba attempted to protect Cuba's independence from foreign intervention. Special guest for today's debate, Tony, how do you feel about this topic?
Howdy. I think that this treaty is a great idea. How kind is it of America to do such a thing for our Cuban friends?
Actually, what the U.S. is doing is hurting Cuba. The government says that they're helping, but they're really just trying to control them.
No, sugar. The Taylor Amendment prevents the permanent control of Cuba. Plus, the U.S. helps people. That's what we do.
You're crazy. All the government is doing is replacing Spain, not freeing Cuba.
Hey, watch your words. It sounds like you're implying that America did something
That
wrong.
is exactly what I am saying.
Well, that is just the craziest thing. If we were doing anything short of freeing Cuba, why would we be called the land of the free, huh?
Ma'am, you need to calm down.
I am calm. You insulted my country. You insulted me.
Please.
USA.
Yelling.
USA.
Stop yelling.
USA.
Okay, now to our closing. Coming up next, we have a segment on the Philippine-American War. Thanks for watching.
XOXO Gossip Girls.
Alright, I started filming. Oh, the pop.
Oh, what was that?
My knee.
Okay, wait, okay. We are out here on the streets of Cuba.
Oh, is that why my house just got blown up? Blown up? Sorry! My boyfriend was shot and killed a little before. This is him right here. But I used to be a productive member of society. But with all the stress from the war, I've turned to crack to cope with life.
Apple pizza.
Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. Good morning. Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. Today is a very sad. Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and. Good morning. Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. Today is a very sad day. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Go.
Good morning. I'm bringing civilians in the concentration camps. For as many as 200,000 died of starvation.
You're about to throw up, you go.
A war has begun between Spain and the U.S. over the control of Cuba. As you may know,
Remember the Maine has become a national chant to honor the seamen lost. After 260 seamen, remember the Maine has become.
hey, watch your words. It sounds like. Well, that is just the craziest thing. If we were doing anything short of freeing Cuba, why'd I join Jersey?